Okay, good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon, everyone. So we are going to present the material, validity of speaking test based on two journal articles. But before we start our presentation, I would like to introduce myself and also our group members. My name is Tantiara Fiesta Sinaga. Here we have Uswatun Rafia alias Sakina, Yesi Shirley, Ingrid Gavrila, and Hana Olivia Marpaung. Okay. The first material is teaching module. So it focuses on key aspects of validity in language testing, such as content validity, construct validity, criterion validity, phase validity, task design, then description, and interaction strategies. First, about the content validity. Whaley emphasizes alignment with curriculum objectives and whether test content reflects instructional materials. And IELTS analysis, it evaluates speaking tasks based on their ability to cover a range of skills such as fluency, coherence, lexical resources, and grammar. The syllabus covers key speaking activities such as self-introduction, asking or answering questions about identity, and discussing favorite places and music. These align well with the stated learning objectives. Example, introduce oneself, use simple sentences, express likes and dislikes. So it integrates real life communication scenarios like introducing a new student and asking about nationality. And the next is construct validity. Whaley focuses on whether the test takes measure the theoretical constructs of oral proficiency such as fluency, pronunciation, and grammar. IELTS analysis, it highlights the inclusion of these distinct assessment areas like fluency, pronunciation, grammar, and lexical range. Activities such as role plays and group discussion, example presenting dialogue or discussing a landmark, engage students in using functional language constructs. So the inclusion of rubrics for pronunciation, fluency, and interaction matches constructs validity principles. Okay, so the next slide will be explained by Uswa Rafia. Uswa Rafia, time is yours.
Okay, the next number 3, phase fidelity. Will we consider whether test taker find the test credible and relevant? IELTS analysis ensures tests are perceived as useful and appropriately changing. Dictionaries. Greeting someone, asking about origin, discussing local landmarks. Renote with student real-life experience, enhancing relevance and motivation. However, some tests, such as rote memorization, are overly simplified. Dialogues might not feel authentic to more advanced learner. The next step. The next number 4, test design. The IELTS speaking test is divided into 3 sections. The first, introduction and interview. Simple question on familiar topics. The second, long run. A 2 minutes monologue on a given topic. The last, because discussion, an analytical conversation expanding on that long run topic. The syllabus incorporates valid tests such as self-introduction, describing page or even and answering specific questions. This resemble the introduction and interview based of IELTS per our group activists discussing landmark or asking questions about peers' preference, mirror interactive speaking test in IELTS. The next
The next slide will be explained by Alia Sakina. Time is yours.
The next is band descriptors and rubrics. IELTS speaking band descriptors assess for domains, fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. The band descriptors are detailed, ensuring that candidates are evaluated holistically. The syllabus includes clear rubrics for speaking, focusing on pronunciation, fluency, and engagement. However, rubrics lack specificity. For example, the pronunciation criterion only notes several errors affecting meaning without detailing aspects like stress, intonation, or connected speech or key IELTS measures. The next. The next is interaction and communication strategy. IELTS assesses interaction skills, particularly in its discussion phase, where candidates must demonstrate turn-taking, questioning, and topic development. Interaction involves not only delivering ideas but also responding meaningfully to others. In exercise, example, asking about favorite artists or describing landmarks, encourage basic interaction in the dialogue. Text include turn-taking and question-answer formats, promoting conversational skills. The focus in on structure, pre-scripted dialogues rather than natural, spontaneous conversation. There's little emphasis on advanced interaction skills, handling interruption or misunderstanding. Okay, the next topic is invitation. Focus on key aspects of validity in language testing, such as content validity, construct validity, practicality, reliability, and Westback effect.
The next slide will be explained by Ingrid Gavrila. Time is yours.
Okay. The first is content validity. Wiley, content validity ensures the test reflects the target construct comprehensively. The syllabus includes, first, core speaking skills like inviting, accepting, and declining invitations, emphasizing real-world communication needs. And second is vocabulary, grammar, usually to infinitive usage, and contextual language expressions, aligning well with targeted competencies in English speaking. IELTS analysis by Karim and Hawk aims for contextual relevance. This syllabus shares that focus by engaging students in practical dialogues and role play. However, it could expand by introducing broader scenarios, for example, formal versus informal invitations. Next. 2 is construct validity. By Wiley, construct validity relates to testing the underlying ability the syllabus intends to assess. This lesson plan is clear in assessing oral fluency, accuracy, and communication within the invitation topic. However, construct clarity could be enhanced by emphasizing cultural appropriateness of language, as is crucial in real-life applications. An IELTS comparison. IELTS includes a mix of open-ended questions and unpredictable interactions. The syllabus focuses heavily on rehearsed scenarios, which may limit opportunities to measure improved ability. Next. Number 3, practicality and test design. By Wiley, valid oral assessments require practical implementation. The syllabus outlines manageable role plays and presentation within limited classroom time. Using role plays mirrors Wiley's suggestion for interactive and dynamic tasks. IELTS analysis, IELTS coherence, and pronunciation. The scoring rubrics here align well, assessing vocabulary, fluency, accuracy, pronunciation, and intonation. However, they might overlook aspects like spontaneity and cohesion, vital for higher order speaking skills. Okay, back to the moderator.
Okay, so the next slide will be explained by Yesi Shirley. Yesi Shirley, time is yours, please.
Thank you. So number 4 is reliability. Well, Whaley said that reliable tests provide consistent results across contexts and evaluators. This syllabus detailed rubrics promote scoring consistency. However, active elements like assessing intonation challenge iterator viability. In IELTS context, IELTS uses standardized scoring across global centers. Introducing multiple evaluators or standardized scoring benchmark could strengthen reliability in this syllabus. The next slide. The next one is washback effect. Whaley and IELTS analysis both highlight the importance of positive washback influencing teaching and learning. This syllabus integrates practical activities, encouraging meaningful learning, expanding to include more diverse invitation context, example Gracia, formal invitation or email-based scenarios could enhance this educational impact. And the second topic is expressions. It focuses on key aspects of validity in language testing, such as content validity, construct validity, assessment criteria, practicality, and washback effect.
Okay, so the next slide will be explained by Hana Olivia Marpaung. Time is yours.
So the next slide is about content validity. So the content validity ensures that the test measures what it is intended to measure. So the syllabus focuses on teaching interpersonal expressions, for example, like greetings, leave taking, gratitude, and apologies both in spoken and written forms. This includes social functions, text structures, and also linguistic elements like pronunciation and intonation. So the syllabus demonstrates a high content validity as it aligns with the students' needs for effective interpersonal communication. Activities focus on using common expressions like good morning, sorry, and thank you, and also their contextual responses, which mirroring a real-world communications scenarios. Next slide. Number validity. So construct validity examines if the syllabus supports assessing the skills it intends to measure, such as spoken interaction and linguistic competence. Karim and Haag's analysis of the IELTS speaking test highlights the importance of tasks being communicative and representative of real-life situations. So evaluations should balance fluency, pronunciation, and appropriateness of language use. The syllabus includes a role play and oral practice, which allows the students to demonstrate a communicative competence and responsive in a different context, but it lacks a detailed guidelines for evaluating a higher order communication skills, such as spontaneous elaboration or complex problem solving during oral tests. Next slide. Number 3 is assessment criteria. So the document outlines clear rubrics for oral performance from fluency and accuracy. These criteria are aligned with Whaley's emphasis on fairness and clear assessment standards. Inspired by IELTS evaluation, additional criteria like lexical resource, which is vocabulary range, and coherence, which is a logical structuring, could enhance the assessment framework. Next slide. Number 4 is practical considerations. So the syllabus incorporates teaching aids, whether it's visuals or with prompts, and activities like dialogues and written responses, which reflect a practical test design considerations from both studies. For validity, test tasks should include spontaneous or unscripted communication to reflect a real-world use, as emphasized in the IELTS speaking test analysis. Next slide. Number 5 is washback effect. So washback refers to the impact of testing or syllabus design on teaching and learning. The syllabus emphasizes practical communication skills, such as greetings, apologies, and expressing gratitude. So these are directly applicable to students' daily interactions, which encouraging an active learning. Next slide. And that is all for our presentation. We hope you have a good day and thank you so much.